Y miren quién me acompaña en el escenario. Samuels, thank you so much for coming to our country, to our city to visit us. Thank you for Shalva.
Thank you, Daniela. It's a wonderful conversation with you before the evening, and I cannot thank you enough for what you're doing for Shalva. Thank you. My dear friends, it's an extraordinary privilege for me to be here with you this evening. I want to thank Lily and Eduardo for facilitating and making this extraordinary partnership between Kadima and Shalva. This evening is raising funds for children with disabilities in Mexico and in Israel. And I think that's a very special moment. Jenny and Debbie does not need an introduction, it does not wait for thanks. But it is her tireless efforts with an extraordinary team of volunteers that made this evening possible. Thank you, Jenny, and thank each and every one of you who worked so hard. None of this would be of great use if it wasn't for the fact that each of you have taken the time out of your precious lives this evening and come to be here with us and to celebrate the wonderful work of Kadima and Shalva. So thank you, one and all. My dear friends, as we read the Torah during these weeks, we notice something that gets stronger with each parsha, and that is the subject of dreams. It seems that the Torah gives significance to dreams. And the reason for that, to my mind, is that dreams are the source of hope. If anyone would have told me when my son Yossi was 11 months old, blind, deaf, and hyperactive, that one day at the age of 8 he will have a breakthrough, will get communication, will have a life of his own, with friends, with dreams. You saw him meet the President of the United States. He dreamt of riding elephants in Thailand. His dear friends took him and they rode elephants in Thailand. There's nothing that he doesn't dream and realize. If someone had told me when my dear wife Malki and I began Shalva in 1990 with 6 children, and we were overwhelmed, that some years later we will be serving thousands of family members, and I must say there are no shortcuts. The services are provided one by one because each child and each family is unique and a world of its own. If I have a request of you this evening, it is please continue dreaming and may God help each of you realize your dreams. Thank you. It is my very special privilege to call upon my partner, my right hand. We each travel the world to help Shalva, and rarely do we have the extraordinary moments of being together as we are this evening here in this wonderful city of Mexico City. I'd like to call upon the chairman of Shalva, my son, Avi, to please come up and say a few words.
Thank you. It is a true privilege to serve at Shalva. Good evening, everybody. I'm so happy, so honored to be here. And I want to join my father in thanking each and every one of you for making the Shalva dream a reality. And of course, a special thanks to Jenny, and I do want to add a thanks to the Abadi family who brought us here to Mexico 4 years ago and opened up their home for the first time to Shalva. I'll connect to the dreams in a moment, talking about the amazing fulfillment of dream that we will see here with the Shalva band. But I want to extend, before that, a very warm welcome to a delegation that is here in Mexico from the Israeli government. And we're so blessed that they're here with us here tonight. They came here to help the Mexican government, the army and the government, after the terrible tragedy Mexico suffered with the earthquake. And as we all know, Israel was here helping, and now they came to advise the government in this subject. And I would like Ilan and the Israeli delegation to just stand up for one moment that we can give you the appropriate kavod. Please stand up. Our connection to this delegation is very deep. Shalva is now became Israel's national crisis center for times of war, times of crisis, when hopefully we will never need it, but if God forbid, we will need to help people with disability in Israel from the south, from the north, in times of crisis. Shalva became the center where we will be servicing up to 1,200 people together with the government and giving them the protection and giving them all the vital services they need in times of war and crisis. So we're very proud to be partners with the government in this vital project. Another dream come true. And now it is my privilege, my honor, to introduce the Shalva Band, a group of youngsters that became unbelievable musicians. They perform in Israel 4 times, 5 times a week, in the biggest corporate events, in government events, in private events. They are asked to come and play every day of the week. And they represent really what we call abilities. At Shalva, we always talk about thinking abilities and seeing possibilities. Every one of these individuals are with capabilities, with potential, with talent. And at Shalva, we work with them, like in Kadima here. And it's an opportunity for me also to thank Lily and the Kadima family. And I'm so proud that we're now becoming one big family. Seeing people's abilities in every field that they could eventually even become productive members of society. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to introduce the unbelievable Shalva Band.